Hello, ladies and gentlemen, loyal Imperial citizens and rebel scum alike. Welcome to another Liam Maiden gameplay video. Back with more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes today. Just a quick video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the new marquee character, this new droid that they have added to the game, 50R-T, just to give a couple of impressions and also just to make you aware of something that happened to me during the unlock. I don't know if this has happened to anyone else. Please let me know down in the comments, because this may be something that becomes an issue when we're attempting to use this character in game. So this is footage here of me just working through the unlock. That's what you're seeing right now, but I want to jump forward here to tier 3. Now tier 3, this is where they introduce the spare parts ability, and also this mechanic that comes into play with conquests. It's going to be the conquest specific Omicron. Let's take a look at that. So this says, while in conquests, if all allies are non-separatist droids, the first time in battle the first enemy to take a turn is defeated, all allies are revived with 60% health and gain damage immunity, blah blah blah. The important bit here is the first enemy to take damage. The first time that toon is defeated, all of your allies are revived at 60% health. Now this is going to be important for conquests, right? And I can see why they're bringing this in as a conquest specific ability, because it's going to help you get those 3 stars on those nodes. Even if you lose one of your droids or all of your droids except for 50 Cent here, then they're all going to revive and you're going to be able to get those 3 stars. But watch what happened to me when I was trying to complete this tier. Okay, so we start off the battle there with that AoE, pretty cool, nice animation, everything's good. Then we start just generally laying down the pain. So there we go, we've taken out young Han. So that's 1 down. We're about to take out, boom, young Lando is gone as well. There we go. Chewie is the first enemy to move, okay? So Chewie is the first enemy to move, but I do not target Chewie. Instead, I start targeting Kira and Dash Rendar, and there we go. So you just saw that L3 was taken out. She was obliterated. So what we're now hoping is that when we take out Chewie, L3 is going to revive. But instead of going for Chewie now, I decide Dash Rendar is the more impressive target, the more dangerous target here, so I focus on him instead, even though we've got that target lock on Chewie. So Chewie was the first enemy to move, and here you can see he's going to be the last enemy to die, the last toon that we take out. Come on, boom, let's do this. Boom, there we go, boom. So he gets taken out, L3 revives with 60% health, but there are no enemies left, so she revives, and then what? And then this, it locks up. The game locks up, so this seems to be an issue that if you take out that toon, that triggering toon that triggers the revival on this ability. Remember, this is being simmed as if it's in Conquest. If you take out that toon last, so the first enemy toon to move, if they're the last toon you take out and it triggers this revival ability, it seems to lock up the game. Crazy. This is really annoying. I had to crash out of this and go back in before I could complete this 3rd tier. So it was second time lucky for me, but then I actually went back in and tried it again, and sure enough, exactly the same thing happened. So this wasn't just a one-off fluke. Now what I want to know down below from you, I haven't looked online yet, I'm going to check out other people's videos, see if other people had this issue, but I want you to let me know down below, is this something that you also experienced? Is 50 Cent basically breaking, I don't know if people are going to call it 50 Cent, but is she basically breaking the game if you don't take out the enemy toons in the correct order? Does she cause the game to crash? Super weird bug. I'm sure they're going to correct it, but something to be aware of, especially if they don't correct it before you try and use this toon in conquests. There you go. That was my experience with the 50R-T unlock. Be interesting to hear if other people have experienced the same thing. What do I think of her on the whole as a toon in the game? I actually think she's pretty interesting. I think this is a pretty cool dynamic, a way to get those extra stars when you're in Conquest. Of course they've limited it to Conquest because this would be a fantastically useful ability if you were able to use it in a Grand Arena, for example, to get those extra banners. But that would be a little too much for them to give give us that. I think it is really useful in Conquest because it is really annoying when you just can't keep everyone in line and you lose a star there. I do think that she's also a useful and interesting way to bring non-separatist droids into the game because you may not necessarily have a home for a lot of those tunes. People like IG-88, for example, that you need to power up to get through some legendary unlocks, but you may not necessarily have a home for. So I think she's interesting. I actually really like the design, but it doesn't seem super Star Warsy to me. I know that it's supposed to be an Old Republic droid, and the Old Republic droids do look a little different. She actually looks a little sequelish to me, though. I think she wouldn't look out of place in The Last Jedi, for example. Doesn't immediately grab me as a super Star Wars design, but that might just be me. Again, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and especially if you have encountered this bug with 50 Cent when you're trying to use her in the Conquest ability during that unlock. Well, that's all from me today. Just a short video here to take a look at this new character. Thanks for being part of the journey. If you have enjoyed this video, found it informative or entertaining in any way, please consider giving it a like, a thumbs up down below. I really do appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And hey, while you're here, why not consider subscribing to Leonaden Gameplay? I drop new gameplay videos for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Marvel Strike Force every week, and I would love to have you along for the ride. That is all from me today, folks. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, look after each other. And remember, the Force will be with you. Always.